Hello. Thank you for joining us here today. I'm just adjusting my background here. Just a disclaimer here. I have a inspirational playing in the background. It is, I believe it's Theta Beats I have one today from my friend, who I'm very grateful to, who produces these wonderful beats for me to listen to. And I do every day. So thank you. So, how is everyone doing today and how are you? Okay, we're going to talk a little bit. We're going to get right down to the nitty gritty of the day. So, self-love. What does, when I say those words, those two little words, self-love, what do they mean to you? Okay, actually, what people don't realize and what you may not realize also is what you achieve in your life is all about how much and how you love yourself. That is a huge factor, because if you're not happy with yourself, and if you don't love the person you are and everything you do and how much you give to the marketplace and how much you give to the society, if you don't love yourself first, then how can anyone else want to be around you or to want to take guidance from you or to want to join you in your business ventures or whatever it is you're doing? This is so simple, because when you actually love yourself, what you achieve in your life is a direct reflection of that. Think about it for just a second. What happens when you're happy with yourself, that you know you're doing the best you can do, or you're being the best person you can be? That makes you feel good. And when you have that feeling and that projecting out, people will see that and they will be attracted to that. And therefore, whatever you are looking to create in your lifestyle, in your world, in your whole being, will come more easily and more frequently to you. It's so simple. And everyone who's following me, everyone who's on my team knows I will make everything as simple as I can do it, because the fewer the steps, the simpler it is, with the more outcome is more of a benefit, and it takes less time. So I'm all about saving my precious time, which you guys have heard me say it before. The one thing I cannot afford to buy, one thing I cannot afford is time. And why is that? Because time is a gift from our Creator. Time is a gift. There is no actual price tag that you can buy more time. We're given 24 hours a day, and that's what we're given. So what we do with that gift that we're given is all up to each one of us individually. What we do with it and how we feel about it and what kind of an impact we're making in our world. We each have our own little world that we are focused on. Think about it. You may hear the news and you hear all this doodly going on, and everybody's picking on everybody else, and there's so much drama going on. What happens if you just acknowledge it's going on, acknowledge that nothing is the way you want it to be, or, our world's turning upside down, or whatever it is you want to acknowledge, and let it go? You can't change it. If you can change it, then by all means, change your world. Change what's going on in your world. Change what you can. But if you can't, if it's something that is beyond your control, then love yourself enough to let it go. It's very, very, very important that you do this. I'm serious. I'm not even joking about that. That is not even an option not to do. You have to let the crap go. Okay? Discipline. To be faithful to your vision of what you want for yourself, it takes discipline. Firm discipline every day. Not sometimes when you feel like it, or not sometimes when you don't feel like it. It takes a firm discipline for you to see yourself having what you want in your life. Your life can be whatever you want it to be. You just have to have a discipline to follow through and go forward every single day. And what happens when you actually do that? When you actually go through every single day and you're making headway and suddenly you get a lapse or whatever you want to call it. What happens when you just say, oh, well, I got to check my voicemail, I got to check social media, I got to check, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. I got to check all that. How much time is that taking you? That's not discipline. That is a distraction. And we're all guilty. We all do it. We all have done it, and we all will probably continue to do it. But what will happen? I'm just asking you. When you're feeling defeated in what you're doing, when you're feeling that maybe you don't feel like you're getting there, you don't see yourself getting there, especially when you don't see the results coming as fast as you want, there's a tendency we start to feel defeated. That's where your discipline will kick in more and more for you if you allow it to. If you're feeling defeated, what will happen when you turn around and say, you know what? Okay, that didn't work. Let me try a different way. Let me try my words differently. Maybe I should use a little more NLP in that. And that will attract more people. Very, very possible. I use NLP in everything I do. So if you're feeling defeated, you can get around that. You don't have to be defeated in whatever you're doing. It's one thing that didn't work. It's one system that didn't work. It's not the fact that you didn't get yourself out there and you didn't start following your vision. You didn't start making and creating what you wanted to have happen. That's where it all starts in. It's when you're disciplined that you will be successful. And when you let the discipline that you have created for yourself, when you have that full force and you're going forward and you are just not taking no for an answer, you will start seeing success, and you love yourself enough to make it happen. You love yourself enough to give yourself the life you want, to give yourself the freedoms you want. And that's a whole nother ballpark there, is the freedoms, because it means something different to every person. Freedoms you want and the success you want could be two different roads. So think about that yourself, because you will have more of an answer for that and what's going on in your world, more than I could tell you what's going on in my world, but it won't be the same as what's going on in your world. So your discipline, your love for yourself, and it could be you have a fear of being failed. You have a fear of not succeeding. You have a fear that maybe is taking over. You have a fear that you're doing what everyone said you were doing. You weren't succeeding. Is why you're wasting your time. Blah, 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 blah. You hear it all the time. You know what? You don't have to hear it. Block it out and just tell them, I may not be doing everything I want to do yet, but just watch. It's coming. And when you do that, you love yourself enough to have faith in yourself. You love yourself enough to have confidence in yourself. When you love yourself, you have faith, you have confidence, you have discipline. Who can stop you when you're that awesome? Who can stop you? Nobody. Whoops, excuse me. I put that in the trash can. My hair is shedding, of course. I did that while I was doing this. Okay. No one else will actually see you being as successful as you are until they start seeing your money coming in. They start seeing your lifestyle change. They start seeing, your mannerisms change. They're going to see you're more confident. Then they'll be saying, hey, what's going on? What are you doing? How did you get that? How did you get this? Wow. Really? That's working for you? How is that working? That's online. People don't make money online. Whoever said that was really mistaken, because there's a lot of money to be made online. We all do it. We're doing it every day. Why not? Come on. Okay, stop being distracted. Stop being distracted by your end goal. Don't be distracted by it. Focus on it and keep yourself out there. And don't let social media be the one that breaks your back. Because how many times have you started something, started a system, started a program, and like I said earlier, you just all of a sudden, bam, you got focused on your phone. You got focused on what's going on that. You got focused on this. Have you ever tried just turning it off? Put it away, put it in a drawer, put it somewhere. Keep it away from you while you're working. That way you are less likely to be as distracted. Turn off Facebook, turn off all social media, work on your systems, work on your campaigns. You don't need social media to do that. No, you don't. And it's more of a distraction and a hindrance, and it will hold you back. It happens, and it's a given. It's going to happen because we're all in tune to what's going on in the world. What are we going to do? What are we going to feel? What are we going to see? It's crazy, but it's very, very true. So when you stop being distracted by your end goal, which is what you want to do, and you're educating yourself to learn more and more about what you want to do, you're giving yourself the gift of educating yourself for the systems. You're educating yourself to look and see what successful people are doing. Are they getting out there and are they giving value to you every day? Are they doing videos? Are they doing broadcasts? What are they doing? Are they just writing letters? Are they writing emails? What are the successful people doing out there that are showing you that they're giving to the marketplace? So look at that. Look at the people that you're looking at and look at what they're giving in light of what they're not giving, because it's so easy to get cloud your judgment, and cloud what you want to actually achieve when you get so wrapped up in everything that's holding you back. It's easy to do, guys. It's so easy. And when you get to the point that you want to be successful more than you can actually breathe, when you have that desire that is so strong, it's just so strong in you that you want to have that success. It doesn't matter if the oxygen in the world quits, you can't breathe anymore, you want to have that success. Then when you want it that bad and you're willing to turn off your phone, you're willing to get all distractions out of the way, you're willing to go forward and make it happen, you are willing to love yourself enough to have the faith, the discipline, and the perseverance to go forward, then you will have it. It's right here in front of you, and you can get it so easily. So when you do this and you get to the point to where you're pushing off social media so much, you can use it for advertising, you can use it for doing watch parties and things like that. That's great. That's what it's there for. You can use it to do a post, 10 times a day. I suggest you post out to just the platforms 10 times a day and give value and let the world know you're still kicking, but it doesn't take all your day. It takes 15 minutes. 15 minutes. It is really that simple. You can go in and make a graphic with text letter on your picture, or whatever you wanted. There's so many easy ways to do that also. If anyone needs help making graphics and doing the text over on graphics, let me know. I'd be happy to show you what I'm doing. But be in tune with what you want. Be in tune with what you're doing. Love yourself enough to learn every day, to learn how the successful people are doing this, to learn and to actually take action. When you love this more and more than anything in the world, you will see the doors open up for you. You will see that everything is unfolding for you because you are loving yourself enough. You have the discipline. You have the faith. You have the perseverance. You have what it takes to be successful. It is there. I'm telling you, it is there. And when you get out of your own way, when you stop stepping in your own path and saying, well, I'll do that later. I got to check my email. I'll do that later. I got to check social media. I'll do that later. Oh, I'm tired right now, so I'll do that later. I'll do it tomorrow. That's not a leader, and that's not a successful person. That's a person who will do it later. And you know what happens with that? Truth, truth, truth. You don't get the success you're dreaming of. You don't get the success you want. When you do that, you do not get the success. Because it could be, and it's very true, and I think this has happened to myself numerous times when I've done that, is right when it was ready to come to me, I was ready to receive what I was manifesting, what I was trying to get, and I would say, oh, well, I'm really tired. It's like 12 o'clock at night, and I'm just exhausted. And I'll quit. I'll finish this tomorrow. Well, if I would have just finished what I was working on and broadcast it and put it out there in the world, because stop and think about it. We are in different time zones here. We have all different countries, and we're 8, 10, 12 hours apart. And I know for a fact that I did list out on several different things because I didn't get it out there. I mean, it was almost done. I could, like 5 more minutes, and I was done. It's when I picked it up the next day, and I launched it, and I was like, 5 minutes? It took me 5 minutes to finish that system and get it out there to the world. And I was like, oh, great. It's done. But you know what? I found out later I actually missed huge sales on it then. Because you got to get people when they're ready to take themselves forward, when they're ready to grow and they have the love for themselves and the discipline and the faith. And you miss the boat, you miss the boat. You're going to be rowing down the river without a paddle. And that's not very fun, I'm sure. I've never done that myself, but I've always had a paddle. But that's what happens. So feel love for yourself. Feel yourself being successful. Feel yourself having everything you want in life. And see it happening for you. And you're going to see down here on my header, I think it's at the very bottom here, guys, is I've got 2 links. One of them is to join my newsletter. The other one is a link to a little red book. Watch that, listen to it over and over and over. It was meant to be free. I got it off of, I listen to it all the time myself. And today I thought, you know what, maybe not everyone knows about this and how valuable this is. So I went ahead and got the link, and I'm sharing it out today. So look at it, listen to it, and you know what? Take action for yourself, because I know how awesome you are. So again, love yourself, have faith in yourself, have discipline that you're going to be successful, and turn off social media. I know it's hard to do, but while you're working, turn it off. It's going to be there when you get done. It's going to be there. So turn it off and take yourself forward and be the best person you can be, okay? Because I know you've got it in you, and I know your business is a success. That's too many S's in one word, right? That's just too many going on. So again, the links are at the bottom. Take a look at the little red book. It is free. It's there on YouTube. Watch it, learn it, save the link. Definitely save the link and look at it over and over and over and over and over and over until it sinks in. Okay? Okay, guys, I will chat with you all later, and thank you so much for joining me here today. And oh, don't forget to have gratitude. I forgot that. How did I forget that? I live my life in gratitude. Have gratitude for yourself and everything you have now and everything you're doing. Okay, I will chat with you later. Bye-bye.